crush on someone, it can be difficult to work out whether they like you back. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how to get a guy to like you. If that guy is documentary filmmaker, journalist, broadcaster and author Louis Theroux. First up, before you can get anyone to like you, you have to let them know that you're available. But you can't just tell them. That would ruin the magic. Instead, subtly put it out into the ether that you might be available. Be confident and secure in yourself. That way, he'll be really attracted to you. A great way to do this is by practicing some positive affirmations in the mirror. Why not try a few of these? I am beautiful. I am kind. I am Mrs. Katie Theroux. My husband is documentary filmmaker, journalist, broadcaster and author Louis Theroux. Rather than focusing on the things that might get in your way, like the age gap, or your different lifestyles, the fact you don't know each other, his wife. Just be confident and know in yourself it might still happen. There's nothing more attractive than someone who's confident. Next up, compliment him. Men are simple creatures, so a little praise goes a long way. Why not pick one of his TV programs or books and leave a little review? He'll love that. Plus, it's a little subtle hint to Louis that it's not just his book you're into. Don't be afraid to flirt. And I know what you're thinking. I can't just start flirting with documentary filmmaker, journalist, broadcaster and author Louis Theroux, but here's the thing. You absolutely can. So I'm going to give you some tips on flirting. Maintain eye contact. Now there's only one thing more powerful in this world than human eye contact. And that's the choosing death episode of Altered States. Eye contact will build a connection, much like the connection that Louis builds with all of his subjects.
You need it. Absolutely.
You can also flirt through physical connection. Don't be afraid to brush past him, maybe touch him on the arm, on the knee, on the face. If you're in a group, say hi to everyone but him. That way, he'll feel left out and crave your attention. Hey Josh, hey Tony, hey Lucy, hey Doug, hey Carrie, hey small boy. By the time you finally do say hello, he'll be absolutely elated. Compare hand sizes. I have no idea why women do this, but it must do something. The next way to get a guy to like you, if that guy is Louis Theroux, is to think of activities that you can take part in together. This is great because Louis is into lots of things. Maybe try some rapping, get arrested and go to prison, hang out with some prostitutes in Nevada, get really big into crystal meth. The activity I've chosen for Louis and I to share together is to have a child that we can then over-medicate. Next, check your star sign compatibility. Now, as everyone knows, Louis was born on the 20th of May 1970, which makes him a Taurus. I myself am a Gemini, so that means astrology is bullshit. Trigger his hero instinct. Now, this is deep-rooted in male human psychology. They want to be our providers and protectors. So I like to imagine if Louis was a superhero, he would be Discovery Man. And his superpower would be to be super awkward until people tell him all their secrets. So to summon superhero Louis, I'd go, help me, my mum's making me sing racist songs. And he'd rush to my rescue. Play hard to get. Now men love the thrill of the chase. And as a journalist, Louis Theroux is no different. He has a history of chasing the unattainable, like when he tried to meet the head of the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige. Miscavige never agreed to meet with Louis, which can only mean one thing. He must have had a massive crush on him. I mean...
Who could blame him?
But rather than giving up on trying to meet the head of the Church of Scientology, Louis just wanted him more. He even hired a group of actors to play Miscavige in a reenactment of the church. So, you could do the same.
Hi, is Emily Blunt available to play me in a little acting job I've got for her?
Don't talk about your ex. Now, I myself have never actually dated any of my crushes. But still, I would never DM Louis and be like, oh, I miss obsessing over Professor Brian Cox. You know, first off, it's not nice. And second, Louis' DMs are closed. Finally, if you want to get a guy to like you, don't be afraid to be yourself. Just let Louis Theroux see the real, raw, quirky, funny, unexpected, manic, obsessive person you are. Just remember, you're his type. He'll notice if you're not being yourself.
He's Louis Theroux, goddammit!
And if all else fails, get into a cult. He'll probably come and do a documentary about you.